taking because of the time she has given you to learn more about the products. And today, she's the one taking us through this training. So in a very special way, I want us to put our hands together as I invite to the stage Madam Farida Najuko.
All right, thank you so much, Juma Francis. Let's appreciate Juma Francis with a round of applause. Let's clap for Juma. So, is it easy to invite someone here? It's not easy, isn't it? Huh? So let's appreciate him once again. One clap, two claps. Good morning, OQATA. We also really be very competent at that particular field. Huh? So I'm just going to give you a few sharing as I also share my personal experience, my personal knowledge about generally this particular topic that I'm already so passionate about because I know I'm selling products. Every time a person calls you, either about ulcers, either about pressure or obesity, they look at you or they view you in an umbrella of a what? Of a doctor. So it is very, very important at least to have some small information about what? About these products. I am not a doctor, and I'm not going to share in the perspective of a doctor, but I'm going to share in the perspective of a person that sells all these products. Okay? All right, to learn? All right, to learn? Yeah, someone designed for me this training, so I'm just briefly going to be going through as I also share my personal knowledge and also tell your neighbors, care clients. I learned that trick from a doctor one time. I had a friend of mine that had the itch. She had the itch like something on her back. It was it's called what? It was skin rash. So we go to the doctor. The doctor tells us, go with it. The moment you exceed over 2 days having this itch, trust me, you're even going to start thinking. We got scared. She didn't have money. We all didn't have money. And just gone there for consultations and everything. Now, my dear, we end up calling and telling people ask money what you can get rid of the what the itch. So I think as a person that is into this particular field, we need to learn how to educate our clients. Don't just sell to them. Also educate them. Clients are going to comfortably pull out their money to give you when at least you have been able to educate them. But also when you educate a person about a particular complication, you really look so professional. The clients that I sold to, and they told me, by the way, Farida, thank you so much. At least I've not just bought weight loss products, I've not just bought fat-time products, but I'm also educated about this whole general concept about what? About weight. You understand? So, like I told you, this is not for you, but it's for your what? It's for the client, okay? Then about this, could you be overweight? Let's also look at and how do we know? Now, this is the information that you're going to give to your client. How do you know that you're what? You're obese. You understand? By identifying what you call body mass what? Body mass index. I've always given you the formula for identifying if we're obese or we're underweight or even what? Overweight. I've always given the format. It is what? It is, how many of us remember? How do you know that you're obese? How do you know that you're obese? How do you, my brother here? I think let him give us a formula of finding out the body mass index.
All right, thank you so much. You can know that you're obese when your body mass index is above that.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's give him one clap. One clap. Yeah, so and the format, it is basically getting your weight in what? In kilograms, in kgs, and then over what? Over height in meters. That's when you know. Because when you follow that, you can just do with math in your free time. Just get your weight in kilograms and over height in what? Height in meters. If you're 18.5, then you're definitely underweight. You need to do something about your what? About your weight. Then also, if you are 24.9, then that's the what? That's the normal weight you're supposed to have as a what? No person, whether you're male, a female. If you are 25, 29.9, then there you're what? You're overweight. Then how do you know your best? Is when you're 34 point what? 0.9. Then there you're what? You're obese. Sometimes by just taking such a picture, and you put on your status. Trust me, there are very many people that are going to make what? Discomfort. They would love to know furthermore. So how do I deal with this overweight thing? And also how do I deal with what? This, underweight, extremely what? Obese. You understand? Huh? This is a very good thing to also use as what? As your scaling clients. Now, this is also what, like I told you, sometimes being obese does not mean that you're what? You're fully fat. You understand? By just having a tummy of this particular size, we are what? We are obese. You understand? Sometimes I post such pictures, people struggling to just button up their pants. I'm like, man, if you're struggling with this, we need to do something what? About our weight. By just posting a mere picture like this, people are already scared. You understand? Like we've been able to mention earlier that one of the major contributing factors to very many complications, like for example, I want to really rush because sometimes you meet people on the corridors, people everywhere asking Madam Farida, how are you selling? How are you selling? Normally, at the end of my training, I always want at least to share something that I'm able to implement so that can also elevate your sales. Is that good or good? Very good. So I'm going to be rushing through because I know some of this information, I keep on giving the same exact information, but there are always nuggets I always want to share at the end of my training. So they're saying more calorie intake, so more what? More energy supply. If you're a person that overeats, things that are so rich in calorie, you must make sure that you do what? You also put in a lot of energy to make sure that you burn what? You burn these calories. And one of the things you can do to burn calories in the body is you exercising. Not just merely walking from here up to town, but literally you sweating. Because sometimes I have a misconception that if, for example, they told me to exercise, I'm supposed to move from here up to town. But the question is, have you sweat? Most of us don't even sweat because, come on, town is just here. Sometimes I can just be with my girls doing KB and move from here up to the gym. And literally, it is normal because it's just here. No, you know what? No even sweating. So, by just sometimes you walking very short distances, you're not what? You're not burning calories in the body. So, if you're a person that likes sweet stuff, you crave sweet stuff, you're these people that you call sweet tooth, people that like sugary things. Make sure that you have a way of exercising to make sure you burn those calories in the body. So yeah, they're saying research shows that an average person eats 50% more calorie than they realize daily. So they don't know that they are overeating. Some of us say, me, I don't eat a lot, but I snack. But also realize most of the snacks are so rich in what? In calorie. You understand? Yes, you snack, it is okay to have your ice cream, it's okay to have your chapatis and everything, but are you in position to burn out those calories on a daily basis? You understand? Then also they continue to say, 7 to 10 people use less calorie than they take in on a daily basis. We take a lot of calorie. How many times do you eat a chapati? How many times do you eat samosas? How many times do you eat things that have oil? But most of us, after eating, we just sit. You understand? Come on, look at the nature of our work. You just basically sit down and do a one-on-one and you're back home. You understand? You've eaten chapatis, you've eaten most of stuff, but you've not used the what? You've not burned those calories in the body. So in the long run, those calories turn into what we call fats. People that drink. Do you have people that drink here? Don't raise your hands. Do you have people that drink here? Some of them were here in the Kashmir party, and we really saw people that drink. How many of us are here on Kashmir party? You were here on Kashmir party. No, okay, no, it was a cocktail, yeah? It was cocktail. It's, we saw people here. So if you really enjoy it, it's okay, you understand? But make sure you have a way of making sure you burn those what? You burn those calories. That's why there's a client, she's so stubborn. She has almost bought a Clinton worth $1 million shillings. But every time I go to make a delivery, I find her on beer. I'm like, but how are we going to really fight this kind? Like, she does not eat a lot, but she drinks a lot. Trust me. And she has no problem with investing, with buying Chimton. Every time it is done, she calls me, Farida, but she never stops drinking. Yeah, sometimes actually also feel bad. Some of us tell to clients, and realize because of their poor lifestyle habits, there is no way they can fight what? They can fight weight. You understand? So if you have a client that is definitely enjoys drinking, it is okay. It's just tell them to what? Eliminate. It is hard for someone, for example, that has been enjoying such stuff to quit there or instantly or there and then. You understand? But they can do what? Gradually, like they can do slowly by slowly. May I tell them, okay, for example, there's this one called Sharon. She enjoys drinking. She tells me, Madam, me, honestly, I cannot get awake without, a beer. I tell her, it is okay, Sharon. I asked her, how many bottles do you take roughly in a week? Around 8. Around 8 there. Namgamba, it is okay, Mama. What you do for me is just you eliminate. If you've been doing 8, you can begin by doing what? 6. Because also one of the things that I've realized about these products, they kill your appetite. For most of those stuff, the appetite lowers down. You understand? So, and that's how you get to what? Because you can't tell them quit. Some of them want to lose weight, but then also they don't want to manage their diet, to look at or get conscious about the things that they eat. Now, those ones, I just tell them what? She works the side of a mango hospital. She likes her lifestyle. She likes eating junks and everything. I told her, Winnie, I know we like this stuff, but I'm not going to tell you to quit them, but just do for me one thing. Eliminate them. Second thing, don't eat late night meals. That's the only thing I told her. And trust me, if I showed it, you get my point. And they also, you're not going to tell someone to quit their job. You get my point. And they also, you're not going to tell someone to quit their job because when you're using trimtone, you're not supposed to oversee, you're supposed to exercise. You understand? But at least you give them what? By the way, if you've been using elevators, if you've been, just jumping on borders, just try to what? To walk a small distance. Just is their life. They don't want to complicate. People don't want to complicate. You know why people opt for products and don't go to the gym? Because gym is hard. Now, when they come here and also you overcomplicate it, like Farida, what's the difference between the product and also going to the gym? Can you make sure you ease everything for them? Okay, for example, there's one that works. There's this Apple hospital here. Yanga mafarido labanze. Sibananga ebintu byokutambula sibisobola, ebintu byokubanga ngena ku gym sibisobola. So if your products require me to that, if your products require me to go to the gym, madam, I think that's going to be so difficult for me. Namgamba, you know what you're going to do? This is the only thing you're going to do for me. Number one, eliminate late night meals. Second thing is that just normalize, at least on Sundays, to walk just small distances. So just make sure you ease everything for them. Don't tell them to quit the nature of their work because for example, on average, a working person spends over 40 to 50% of their time at work. About 80% of the time is spent seated. And most of us, honestly, the nature of our profession here, we always work here and sitting, and also people who are in offices as well. Unless which most of them don't even buy. 7 to 10 people, normal people, do not meet the required daily exercise as recommended. By the way, a doctor is going to recommend at least hit the gym over 30 minutes, 40 minutes, a gym on a daily basis. Are you in position to do that? Most of them are not in position. Let me tell you something. I'm a gym fanatic. I go to the gym, but every year you see new faces. Because normally at our gym, we normally have an end of year party, Thanksgiving and everything. But realize every year you're gifting someone new at the gym. So people quit gym. It's so difficult. People quit gym. People quit everything. So most of them, they can try because they're motivated. They can try because they're seeing others are going to the gym. But most of them, even when they go to the gym, sometimes even coaches like Farido, sometimes we'll be at the gym and then coach Nanga Farido, they're not going to exercise. Get products. And that's what normally we do. There is one, I was with Azid at the gym, and then they said that came in. Coach Emila, what Nanga Farido, Kagena bisobola. Mugende yo mulage products. And trust me, after we had the initial conversation, so this one can help me. Even that very day, she didn't even work out. She just went home with tone. Like that's how lazy people are. You understand? So it is so hard to what? To hit the recommended size. This is catastrophe waiting, happening sooner or later. Now, these are the dangers. If someone has not been regularly exercising, being cautious about their diet, these are some of the complications they're going to start battling with. If someone is overweight, if someone is obese, if someone is over obese, these are some of the what? The repercussions. You tell them, why must you lose weight? Why is it very important for you to be in a what? In a stable, in a what? In a very stable weight. Increase blood cortisols and also cardiovascular what? Functions. Sometimes people have a misconception that people have a misconception that only fat people are the ones who are supposed to what? Battle with such complications. Trust me, if you go to hospital, you're going to see people. I have an uncle of mine. He's a very small guy, but he battles with these cardiovascular complications. And we all know how these complications what? Come about. I think last time when Dr. Ellie was doing the training, was able to illustrate this deeper. That most of us have, yes, we're not generally fat, but our bloodstreams, our blood vessels are fully what? Sophisticated with, fully, they're what? They're full of fats. You understand? People don't know how to cross people. Me, I will show you, they know what? If you don't work on this ASAP as soon as possible, trust me, you're going to battle with what? People who are battling with sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is basically, you hardly what? Breathing. It's because you have excess fat in your what? In your bloodstreams. These are all cardiovascular what? What? Complications. Then also central obesity and metabolic and what? Metabolism disorder or dysfunction. So this is what we call central obesity. Those who missed my training last time, that's what we call basically central obesity. When someone is fat from here up to this upper side here, that's what we call central obesity. So people that have this, trust me, most of their body organs that are here are all full of fats. Talk of the liver, talk of the colons and everything, they're generally full of. Because, for example, if someone is battling with central obesity, where are the fats? Are the fats on the skin? Not on the skin, but they're on organs. They're on colonies, they're on their liver, they're on everything that is around here. They're attached to those organs. You understand? And trust me, most of them are going to suffer from what? Organic disorders. Their organs are going to what? Have very many complications. Metabolism. One of the words I've been able to master, it is explaining what we call metabolic or metabolism what? Disorders. Most cases, when clients call, even if you forward me your clients, even if they're my personal clients, there are things that I've learned how to explain. Metabolism. Metabolism is just at which your body breaks fats into what? Into energy. So most people, when they are fat, their metabolism what? Dies completely. You understand? Show someone how obesity comes about, how overweight comes about. Show them how trim tone is going to be in correlation with them what? Losing, improving on their metabolism, improving on their digestion, improving on the production of thermogenesis. And maybe just master those three words or those three things, and they're going to make sales in what? In weight loss. Because when someone just calls you, for example, hey Farida, I want weight loss. Do you go straight to their price, whatever, to the prices? And let's give them a background of how this weight comes about and how trim tone is going to solve that what? That particular complication. Then also, polycystic what? Ovaries. There are clients that are going to tell you have PCOS. Do you all know what that is? Who knows what that is? Anachmani. Ladies, I expect most of us to be knowing what PCOS or PCOS is. PCOS, it is when your ovaries produce androgen or male what? Male sex organs. In what? Or male sex hormones. You know that you have such a complication when you have, you've seen young girls, young ladies have a very big tummy, but it's saggy. It's sagging like this. They have not yet given birth, no operation, no nothing, but they have that what? Saggy tummy. You understand? Huh? Most of them, they have this particular complication. The other sign that can tell is when you see a woman overgrowing hair, not beards, but hair in their faces. Then also when you see a woman that has on and off periods, there is a lady, she's in ballet. She's called Martha. Martha has this complaint. She told me, Farida, when I went to the hospital, they told me I have what we call PCOS, and they tell us most of us who have this particular complication, it is so hard for them to lose weight, which is very true. Most of people that have this complication here, PCOS, it is hard for them. Okay, there is one I treated. She's at Nigeria. There's one I treated, but also it was over them taking treatment a lot of time. But then, most of them, because of that production, that particular hormone, it is so hard for them to do what? To lose weight. So most of them are aware, but some of them are what? Are not aware. You understand? So I think when I was reading about this particular complication, it is also important, every woman, to find out. If you see as a woman, you're not ovulating, there are higher chances that you're battling with what? PCOS. In your free time, as a woman, go through, just go on internet and do research about this particular complication. It is so common in women that don't even what? That don't even know about. Then also, diabetes type 2 and hypertension. People who are obese, people who are that have overweight, most of them are also like what? To battle with type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes, when your insulins or your body cells resist what? Resist insulins. Now, this is the danger in having a body that resists what? This insulins. Normally, insulins it's a hormone that deactivates excess sugar. I didn't do science, I did arts, but these are some of the things, as someone selling supplements, you must know. I have type 2 diabetes. What can you help me with? At least when you give them a background of what type 2 diabetes is, they can be able to understand. It's when your body cells are less responsive to what? To insulins. Insulin is the hormone that deactivates excess sugar in what? In the body. So is that if you lack what you call insulins, if your pancreas, because the pancreas has fat, it is not producing enough what? Enough insulins, in most cases, you're going to battle with this particular what? Complication. So if your body cells resist insulin, if your pancreas is not, because it is full of fat, it is not producing enough insulin to deactivate excess sugars in the body, you're likely to suffer from what? From type 2 diabetes, because you're fat. Your pancreas has a lot of crystals that in a way that insulin cannot even what? Pass through. You understand? That is also because of obesity. Then also erectile dysfunction. I think we all know how weight affects your what? Your male functioning. You understand? I'm not going to explain that deeper. Fat livers also. Like I told you that if you're central obese, trust me, most of your body organs that are around here are going to what? To suffer a lot. So, and time to what? Time to act. Kachao. Plant your mutisa. You've showed them what they're likely to suffer from if they're obese. Then you give them the statistics. Then you show them that why, or the reason as why they're supposed to be active. And then, according to the World Health Organization, 30 minutes, 5 days a week of intense exercise, like walking and skipping a rope, or 20 minutes, 3 days a week of vigorous exercise, like running, reduce what? Obesity. Complications by over 30% and contributes over 40% to weight loss and hormone weight and maintenance. Omulaga, one of the things that can help you to really fight most of this, fat and everything, it is at least doing skips. At least there's one person I know that normally do skips. And skips helps a lot. But also those of us who go to the gym, realize if you really have a gym instructor, you don't just go to the gym just to lift weights. You always advise to first do skips. Now these are the things that you do. You either do skips or you run. You understand? You either do skips or what? You run. And most of people are so lazy. People, if you want to see lazy people, you think everyone that goes to the gym works out. If you want to see lazy people, go to the gym. They go there, they start just moving around. Okay, first of all, they first use a treadmill, 1 minute. Then they go on the bike 2 minutes. They just want to explore every gym equipment in the gym. And the coach is there just wondering, making sure they touch every equipment in the what? Every machine operating in the gym. Never treadmill, the bike, they touch every equipment in the gym. People are so lazy. You understand? So someone, if you really want to naturally fight this kind of obesity and overweight, just make sure you do steps. Just make sure at least you do what? You run about 30 minutes. How many of us in Kampala you run? But where are we going to run from anyway? Because Kampala, the moment you step the foot out of your house, you're on the road. Like, how many of us run? Maybe, probably Sen Muyenga. You know, Muyenga has those tank hills where you can go and run. But there are some of us who stay in places where I don't even have places where to run from. Some of us even stay in city, like real city. And the worst of it all, some of us don't even go to the gym. How many of us go to the gym? Like, you know, go to the gym because this man just goes to the gym and I used to, you can see for that people go to the gym. Only one. How many? So for those of us that don't go to the gym, are we so busy? We are very busy. Huh? It's expensive. Compared to what? To your health? Fridaus, what is stopping you from going to the gym? Actually, if Fidaus goes, she tells me, she updates me. Fidaus also goes to the gym. Who else goes to the gym? Cyprian. Where does the energy go? Where are the muscles? Cyprian, where are you? I've not seen Cyprian with muscles. Where's Cyprian go to the gym? Cyprian does not go to the gym. Upline gym. What is stopping us from going to the gym? What you do? You work out. Are we too busy? I don't know. I don't understand. Are we too busy? You're busy. Wow, if the CEO goes to the gym, then you're not really that busy than him. You understand? And how long do you spend in the gym actually? Just an hour. You can also still waste that 1 hour just rotating around here, like just making yourself busy here. You're not busy, but just rotating around. You understand? So, me, I believe going to the gym is just about you being very busy. It's not expensive. 15,000 a day. So she has looked at me and said, 15,000? I have a kid brother of mine. Every time I go home, he tells me he likes going to the gym. Every time he sees me going to the gym, he's so happy. For him, he tells me, Baba. He calls me Baba because first you're Uganda. Come on, they call me Baba. Gama Baba. One day, I want to go to also what? Go to your gym. But our gym is so expensive, Baba. I cannot maintain going to the gym. I asked him, how much is your gym? He tells me 2,000. I'm like, 2,000? How does a gym look like of 2,000? He tells me we struggle a lot. There are not enough equipment. When you go to the gym, there are no dumbbells. You have to wait for this one first finish using the machine. You also, wow, this is now a struggle. But also there are those cheap what? Okay, it can be expensive, but compared to what? Your health? To you really looking good? I don't think it's what? Expensive. But also, we cannot spare time for this stuff. You cannot be the one that is promoting health and you don't also practice one else. So what? Health that. Tell them, if you really want to really make sure you're in shape, you also, you're in a very healthy shape, it's you what? I think for me, everything gets back to this. You can be working out, you can be doing whatever is mentioned, but if you do not eat healthy, most of us that go to the gym, we know it firsthand. That I might be working out, but if I don't eat well, even when you go to the gym, these gym instructors will tell you that, you know what, Farida, yes, you're working out, but make sure this is what? This is in check. Because also what gym does, in most cases, or even what working out does, is that you're using out of energy, you're exercising, you're lifting the weights. Remember, because you're using out of energy, that energy needs to be what? Replaced through food. Now also what you eat after gym also matters a lot. I have been going to the gym. If someone actually knew me before gym, I was small. I was very small. But then because of the gym, there's a way I have put on weight. But good enough, the weight goes to what? To the right places. That's also the advantage of at least going to the gym. That you just eating and then the weight is going to the wrong places. Just make sure that it what goes what? the right places. So make sure that your diet is in check. Show someone what they're supposed to eat. There are people, there are clients that you're going to realize they have their kamane and their diet is in shape. I know what, Madam Farida, I eat more of the vegetables. Can you advise me? What can I take more? What can I do this more? What can I eliminate? More food pyramid. We might not really we cannot hit this particular one, but I want you to try to do more of what? Fruits and vegetables, more than the processed foods. People want to be advised. People want to buy from people that advise them. Sometimes you go to a boutique, no more boutique. You know already what to put on, but you want this boutique lady to advise you because they are so sophisticated in this particular field. Because if for example, Manjai comes to you, I look at you as a doctor because you're selling me health. I'm going to ask you, what am I supposed to eat? What am I supposed not to eat? Or what should I eliminate? You understand? So let's make sure at least we have this. Every time you're speaking to a weight loss client, make sure that you have a presentation ready. Me have a presentation. This is how it comes about, this is how you're going to treat. But also, after we've been able to hit our body goals, let's follow this. Enhanced weight reduction, moderation, and also management with the trim tone. Someone is going to ask you, how does trim tone help me lose weight? How is it in correlation? People are going to ask you, if I take trim tone, am I going to be directing? People, let me tell you something. By the time someone comes to you, they have already tried out very many other products. Some of them cause them headache. Some of them cause them running stomach. Because you don't know the ingredients in trim tone, you also not sure. Or even you've not even yet used trim tone, you're not yet sure. There's someone direct. How many of us here have tried trim tone? You're afraid taking trim tone. I have not encountered a case where someone tells me after taking trim tone they're direct. Man, it doesn't happen. Who else raised the hand there? Cyprian, are you using trim tone? Cyprian, very serious. I say hand there. Was it you? You used trim tone? You kick launched it. Cyprian, I want to ask you for the experience. But I've not encountered a case whereby someone, through using trim tone, they direct. No. If a client asks you, do I direct when I take trim tone, it is a what? It's a no. You understand? Huh? Because it does not have that particular ingredient that what? Cause someone to direct. Also, when someone asks you, when I take trim tone, do I get headache? Most of them, they don't. The only case I've encountered, it is somehow in one or the other. And also it happens when someone has overtaken it, they get a bit thirsty. But we have you understand? Huh? So I think that's the only okay, when someone asks you, what are the side effects of the product? You know, there are people who are so used to negativity. They think that every product must have a side effect. Most of them. Madam Farida, don't tell me anything. Tell me what are the side effects of the product. When you go on my page for trim tone, you realize people ask that. You can't check there. The most common question people ask, and most of them, these are people that have already tried out some other products before. Then to know, do I direct? Do I get headache? Do I get thirsty? Because some of them, like, okay, I won't mention them, but some of them cause people to really get thirsty. Someone is going to ask you, if I have high blood pressure, if I have diabetes, does trim tone trigger my diabetes? Does trim tone trigger my high blood pressure? Tell them, there's one that called me yesterday. I'm afraid that madam, my pressure is so bad. There is a product that I took, and then it triggered my pressure. I almost lost a life. Kindly, I'm begging you, we are dealing with life here. Tell me, does trim tone trigger pressure? And the answer was no. You know why? You know why? It's because it does not have caffeine. A product that has caffeine, because this is what caffeine does. This is someone's blood vessel. It narrows. That's what caffeine does. For example, if someone's already battling with high blood pressure, and then their blood vessel gets what? Narrowed. You understand? Huh? So if someone asks you, does it trigger high blood pressure? No. Does it trigger diabetes? No. Does it trigger, also the other common asked question is, Does it trigger ulcers? Personally, I've also still not yet, unless someone as an accountant, a pressure that's ever taken Trimton and then triggered ulcers. Anyone? Anyone? It does, huh? How is okay, what was the experiment? Because I get that question a lot, and first tell me the experience, the experience with the patient.
Yeah, so this line, so in nayitabira namubuuza namugamba she told me because namubuuza do you have any other chronic disease namugamba no so namumuwa namukozesa for 2 days ulcers nezeyongera then she gave me that feedback nemugamba so I'm stopping akozesa chronic disease.
Then after the person is gone detox, how was it?
Then she got the results.
She got the results. Okay, thank you. I've always wanted to get to know about this because me, what I do in most cases, I don't just give plain Trimton. My Trimton normally comes along with the corn detox. If, for example, in this state where we don't have corn detox, it goes along with omega. Most of the weight loss product I know they trigger what? Ulcers. Because number one, they lower someone's appetite. And you know well, like someone that has ulcers, they must eat on what? On time. So if the appetite is less, then their ulcers are what? Are triggered. You understand? So every time, okay, it is very, very important, like Abdullah said, I also do that a lot, and I think I've already told you that. Ask someone before you give, just don't focus about the cell. Ask them, do you have any other health complication apart from the weight? If they have, don't give Trimton alone. Let's come along with colon. Let's come along with what? With omega-3. Because at the end, I had a friend of mine that got an ulcer attack. It was so bad. Like really, really bad. Huh? So find out that someone have ulcers. I think the rest of the stuff are okay. But ulcers, so most of the products do what? Trigger. Because they lower their appetite levels, so they're not eating enough. Before you know, after 2 days, they're getting ulcer attacks. So it's very important to get to know, is someone battling with ulcers? Are they on treatment for ulcers? Okay, if someone is on treatment for ulcers, I think it's okay. They can go along with it. But if someone's not, give them colon before you give them what? Trimton. Then the other common last question is what? Pressure, diabetes, ulcers. What else? What else? What else do people ask? It's what? Yes, Ruth. What else? You give us.
So that whole period was she had
High sugar levels.
Yes, obesity. Now, I think she was just expected to be maybe to cause, she says. We went in there that never activating anything. Otherwise, they say that anti-essence, they never she's taken other drugs. I would never have been because of
Oh, educator is the headband?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, I suppose.
Thank you so much, Madam Farida. Actually, I have a client that I've been working on, but then what I've discovered with all these products, you cannot give someone a product without colon detox. Because colon detox helps in the stomach ulcers. Has to go without colon and omega-3.
Okay, thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you so much, Ruth also. Yes, Sharon. Another Sharon?
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Farida. I have a client in the share. She was like asking me, always tell them to do the exercise. She wanted to get the weight loss program, but she was asking me, how would she be going to the gym because how long goes are they allowed to take them and recommend them to go for the exercise?
Okay, thank you so much. I think let me ask, beginning from Ruth. Now, Ruth, educator is heartburn, right, in Uganda? Isn't it? Huh? Now, sometimes they could also be battling with other complication that is also affiliating with Chiketu, affiliating with what? With the heartburn. Do you know that I was talking to who, and I was telling her, I think I was talking to Sawia. There's a patient she was trying to treat, and I asked her, have you gotten to identify the real issue of the person? Okay, the person blacks out. For example, they can be on a laptop, and then before you know it, they are dozing off, like they are completely dozing off. And then she had recommended liver care and also very many other stuff. And I asked her, have you diagnosed, have you found out the real issue that someone is battling with? Nangamba no. Nemugambo laba. We are selling supplements, we are selling products, we are selling health. Do you know that in tea? For example, the case of Ruthie's, it could be something else affiliating, it could be something associating with the heartburn. But because they're taking a product, agenda kuveyo kwasa. Every time I take your product, I get heartburns. Every time I take kumbe, maybe the heartburn is even caused by what? By ulcers. There are very many factors that lead to the heartburn. That's why, me before I recommend anything, I find out, do you have any other chronic complication? Do you have any other thingy? But also, if they insist it is not, it comes, like Sean has been able to, it comes along with colon. Anything to do with ulcers, anything to do with, it is have colon issues. So, for example, if I give you colon for around 10 days, normally I give them 10 days because when I tell them 15 days, I can like, Madam Friday, 15 days in already they desire to cut weight. Now you're giving them a program of around 15 days, they feel like you are delaying them. I tell them, 10 days are enough for you. Just get on colon for around 10 days. Then after, because I believe after 10 days already, if they've been having any other colon issue, it is okay. By the time Trimton comes in, everything is settled. So Dagano Trimton, it triggers anything in their colon, again, a product. And then they have nothing. Then also, Sean has asked another question. Still, clients ask that if I'm a C-section mother, I think also a thing I forgot to ask. People ask that when you, Rina was on my page and she was reading some of the comments. It is, you read, no mania, because people ask these questions. She was asking, if I'm a C-section mother, I'm done breastfeeding, the place has healed, everything. So does Trimton affect my what? The whole situation? And the answer is not. If I thought someone is not, the wound is not still fresh. If the wound is not fresh, it is what? It is okay. But also someone that was operated, they're not supposed to exercise unless they're really doing small exercises. No government lifting a vyuma, they might end up busting the place. You understand? So you can just give them Trimton and just give them small exercises. I've seen section mothers in the gym, but they don't lift weights. They can do small skips. They can do just small. Of course, also even before they start working out, they tell the coach, "Coach, I have what? I'm a section mother. What activities can I be able to do?" So they can use Trimton along as also they do small what? Exercises. But even if someone is section mother, it is okay to use Trimton. You get it? Huh? Yeah, so any other question that clients normally ask? I think those are the most common one. Because most of these things you have them. That's why I want to first address the question, then I'll rush through.
Thank you very much. That's very well. So I have two questions. And the first question is that I gave my client, or she's my daughter, colony because she was feeling stomach pain and she had taken over 1 tube of colony and so was getting that, but she called me tonight and told me she's feeling stomach pain, but she wants to lose the tummy and I want to put her on Trimton. So I don't know, should I put her on Trimton or I tell her with another colony? Then the next question is that there's a day I got a client and I personally didn't know that I have to first give them products, then after I gave them Trimton. So I gave the client products, then she took them at once. But the wife was outcome, instead of her losing weight, she just increased from 88 kilograms to 90 kilograms. So, anyway, those are my questions.
Okay, Okay, thank you so much. No, he's right, it happens. There is a product I was selling, and instead of people losing weight, they ended up gaining weight. So it happens. But then he talked of someone having stomach pain. How many of us have used colon and it has happened? Stomach pain. Stomach pain? Do you use the products? Do you use the products? Do we get stomach pain after using the products? Who has said yes? Someone has said yes. Cyprian, you? Let's pray and bring up much cause. Okosa, Tony. You had what? You got a stomach pain? Cyprian, well, maybe in Afna cramps. Someone has said.
It was my client who used colon detox, and after some time, I had actually given him colon detox, and I told him to use it for 2 days. Later, I used Zango. But with those 2 days, he was using colon detox. He told me he was having a painful stomach. Then I advised him to first leave it and take a lot of water for 1 day. Then he starts to eat it, and alongside colon detox, he told me that he did.
Okay, so people have different reactions on what? On products. But also one thing I've come to know, when someone persists taking the products, could be that the product is new to the body, could be the system has not yet gotten whatever used to the product, but most of them, when they persist taking the product, if you see that pain, what? Goes away. In most cases. Then the other issue of my brother, what he has asked is that instead of losing, they what? They gain. Now, normally, I have had clients that, get that kind of issue. But it was the other product I used to sell back then, but this one I've not yet encountered it. But in most cases, because they have a lot of toxins in the body. So instead of a product doing what it's supposed to do, that's the reverse. But normally, it's because of lots of toxins in the body. Then
Morning, everyone. Yes, we have encountered this pressure so much, and most of us will make mistakes. You find someone, they tell you, lakini usi, unakosa product is no. I've encountered this, and even given to someone out there too. Actually, was trained as for me. So that is also that question has been asked to me so much, and I know even some of our clients or distributors they encounter that.
Okay, that's a very good question. By pills you mean family planning pills?
Yes.
Okay. Now, also, I'm really giving you real facts. You want to have a question? Let me come back to you. So sometimes I've also, there's a product, the lady was in family planning. Now when I gave her a cleanser, it cleansed everything out. Like this is real story. It cleansed everything out. Before you know it, next month, she conceived. She was pregnant. I almost got killed. Do you understand? Huh? So this is what I do. I ask them, and so I'm going to ask these clients. Me, before I give you my treatment and I give my colon, I need to know, are you on family planning? Then also, there's this another one. She wanted Trimton. No, she wanted colon because I normally give her long colon. But then she had taken an emergency pill. Ladies, do you know emergency pills? So she takes an emergency pill. After a few minutes, she also takes what? Colon. Don't ask me what happened after. But she calls me. She's like, "Madam, do your products? I took my pill and I think my pill didn't function because of what? Because of colon. She ended up just aborting because she didn't want the kid. You understand? So for me, I've come to learn before I give someone a cleanser. Also, these are your friends. Ask them. Let them be open to you. I ask them open to family planning, but also I hope you're not looking forward to just having a good time very soon. Because you're going to give them and then to wash it away. Because it is a cleanser. It's basically a steam cleanser. What do you expect? It is going to wash away everything and then leaves the emergency pill. It is going to wash away everything. What? Out. So I tell her, I told her, man, I really didn't know. You never told me. Now what I do, some of them are open. They tell me, Madam, can I take my emergency pill? Then I also take colon. I tell them, first after 3 days I've been able to relapse. then you resume colon. What mufuna? You take your emergency pill, 3 days elapse, then you take your what? You resume the colon. But you can't take the emergency right now, then after 5 minutes, you're taking colon. Really? What mufuna? I think mufunye bulungi nnyo. You understand? Clients are going to ask you those questions. Then what was the other question? The other thing is that also people ask, if someone is HIV positive, can they take Trimtone? That's another question people ask. If someone is HIV, what do you think? If someone is HIV positive and then they take Trimtone, is it really just common science? Is it okay? Yeah, it is okay. They just minimize the amount of what? Tosa mtu anaweza kumpeka kisatu. Ate system ye ebera very fragile. System ye ebera very sensitive because already abakudagala bambi, but also the system is already what? Damaged. Also kana mtaka kukola ni mpola tompapira nga muntu wa bulijjo most. I'm telling you this because I have seen these things happening. One time, not this particular product here, the other one, I gave someone that product. The lady shrinked. And you know those people, they cannot really lose weight rapidly like that. It can end up affecting them. You understand? So introduce them to the product, but gradually, there's one I'm treating. She's overweight, but also she's on what? She's on that kind of medication. So she to cola, amira mpola. For her, she doesn't take over see what? See in a day. Amira mwemu. And she's working out for her because their systems are what? Are very sensitive. Era amira mpola ngamba madam, let's exercise jenjagala, I am going to stop. Then amugamba, don't take 3, take 1. Because also you didn't want someone to really shrink, like completely shrink. They want to look healthy. You understand? These are some of the things that they are going to be asking. So you should be knowing how to respond to them. Before I proceed with this, because I wanted to finish this, and most of these trainings have them. Any other question? Let's hear from Florence last, then I finish my training. Where's last? Yeah. Good morning.
I'm impressed with the Trimtone. What I know is Trimtone enhancer is a universal product in OQATA Wellness Solution. Why is it so? Because when a person asks you that is a Trimtone can treat maybe diabetes or high blood pressure, cancer. So the first thing that you need to ask, as I was selling all products, over 50 clients I'm handling, and these clients, they ask me a lot of questions. And the first thing that I flash back to them is, how old are you? Secondly, do you have any other complication apart from weight loss? Thirdly, how long have you taken with this fact that you have in you and you wanted to reduce? Also, you ask, have you tried some other products or drugs or some other treatment somewhere? So all these questions will give you a lot of information about the clients, and beside that, we don't give only nutrition enhancer. If the person says, my weight is 90 above, you need to know that this person is heading towards obesity. You need to give nutrition enhancer, you need to give colon detox, you need to give also super omega-3. And if the person is a lady or the person is too fat, you see that the person may have complications at the knees or joint. You need to add on what? Respiratory. All these products added to treat this person faster, and advise any client to take any product with warm water or room temperature water. And also add on, please endeavor to follow my instruction. Take 3 liters of room temperature or warm water per day. You will get results faster. And all this person will get results faster and refer for you clients of 1,000. That's why I get into selling products every time as you have seen the result, what I have got from the admin. Therefore, if this person is taking this water or following your instruction, this issue of Madam Ruth by saying a client complained, I have had a ban. It won't be there because the ingredients of the product that we are selling, it is mixed up. Fruit is there, mushrooms there, vegetable, all kind of important ingredient. It needs warm water. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Florence. I think she was doing a supplement, not a question. Yes, Joanne.
Good morning, everyone. So I have an inquiry. I have a friend that has a problem with the hormonal imbalance, and I think resveratrol kind of helps with balancing hormone. Then top treatment also is good. So which one of the two is good? And should it be a combo of resveratrol and treatment, or either of the two?
Thank you so much, Joanne Ayevare, for that question. The combination, the combo will do the best because sometimes some of those hormone imbalances are because of the excess fats in those particular organs. So if you can give them resveratrol to balance their hormones and also Trimton. Trimton does, but at a small percentage because if you look at some of the ingredients, they're majorly for burning fats. You understand? But resveratrol has particular ingredients that are so good for balancing hormones. So you can incorporate them. You can just make a combo. It can be a very effective one. Now, out of my training, I want you to really grasp for me this particular slide here. And every question that we ask about Trimton, you'll be able to answer them. The other question, smart people are going to ask you questions. How is Trimton in correlation with weight loss? What's its mechanism? We call it here, people need to know. Just tell them the very first thing it does is suppress the appetite. One of the major contributing factors to weight is because you eat big portions of food. Or secondly, you eat big portions of food, and then you don't pass out enough of it. You understand? So what Trimton does to your body, it lowers your your appetite, it boosts your metabolism process. I've already explained about metabolism, and also the other thing it does, there is this particular ingredient here. I don't know if I can rush through. That is okay. It has chromium. What major chromium does? It helps it boosts your sensitivity to insulin. Like I've told you, some of us have diabetes too because of weight, but because also we have insulin resistance. But what chromium does, it definitely boosts your sensitivity to insulin. Someone is going to ask you, how does Trimton going to help me to fight diabetes? It's because of this particular ingredient called chromium. Then also Garcinia cambogia. Let me tell you something. There are people that only sell Garcinia cambogia as weight loss. The problem is that you don't have, you've not really encountered most of these people. I have clients, they tell me, Madam, you know what, I'm on weight loss, but it's a prayer that I use. And the prayer they use, they only have Garcinia cambogia powder. Only. You understand? But I want to imagine a product that has a combination of most of these ingredients, how effective it can be. So it has Garcinia cambogia. This particular one definitely, it increases certain levels to suppress appetite. The major function of Garcinia cambogia in weight loss is reduce your appetite. Then the other thing also, know about chromium, know about Garcinia cambogia, know about green tea extract. Have you seen people that only sell green tea as weight loss? You've seen these people that only sell green tea bags. Those, you understand? Huh? So also, Trimton does what? It has green tea extract. And its major function, it boosts fat oxidation and promotes thermogenesis. Mark this word here. This is heat that burns calories in the body. For example, I tell someone, even if you're into exercising, your body is going to be triggered to produce enough thermogenesis heat. Thermogenesis, its major function, it is to what? To burn calories in the body. The same calories you're going to burn as you're working out, you can also burn the same calories as you're taking Trimton. Then also, there's also beta melon extract, also lowers appetite, cerium husk, rich in soluble fiber and also digestion. I think this one, when Dr. Ellie was here last time, talked about cerium husk, green tea, coffee, beans, and fenugreek. These are all ingredients. These are added ingredients. But you make sure you know what chromium does. Make sure you know what Garcinia cambogia does. Make sure you know what green tea extract does. There's also this one here. It's called Gymnema sylvestre. I don't know if This one here. This one basically what it does, it kills what we call sweet taste buds. Wabanga, you're a sweet tooth. If you've been a sweet tooth, you have a crave for sweet stuff. And you take Trimton, you realize it kills your sweet taste buds. If you've been taking 2 spoons of sugar, you're going to start taking 1, and it's okay. Because you're no longer what? A sweet tooth. You no longer like sugary stuff. Have you seen people that take over 2 spoons of sugar? 3 spoons of, and some of them are here. Have you seen people take 3 spoons of sugar? My sister here must be taking 4 of them because the way she's agreeing. You understand? So there are people that take 3 spoons of sugar. There are people that take only 1. But there are people that only take half spoon of what? Sugar. We are all the same, but because the other person has a lot of sweet taste buds, others don't have. You understand? So this particular ingredient, it kills the sweet taste buds. No longer craving for what? For sweet things. Which are White Trimton increases energy. I think I've been able to explain this through my sharing about the ingredients. Suppresses appetite, fat burning, thermogenesis, and enhanced metabolism. This is how Trimton operates. People are going to ask you, how does Trimton help me lose weight? This is how what? Trimton operates. I want to just finish because we're badly out of time. Targeted what? Target market, demographics, the age, 25, not even people at 20. There's no problem. I've given people who are 20 years, and it's okay. Because all the ingredients, there's no that it really harms, that there's no ingredient that causes danger to someone that's around 20 years. It's something that made these slides. Then also health conscious individuals seeking natural weight loss solution. Like I told you, the people who are very, very sensitive, they already have their complications, they're already taken out of drugs, and their health is very, very sensitive. Find out. Don't be just after sale. Find out which complications someone having, how are they battling with them before you recommend what? Trimton. Busy individuals for convenient weight loss. They can't go to the gym. They can't do what? This is most of my clients that will buy big packages fall under this particular target of people. They have busy schedules. They cannot step out even to go to the gym. So Trimton is the one that told you that takes out of alcohol. She has a very tight schedule. But every time Trimton is done, she keeps on ordering. Now these are the people that are very suitable for these are people that can definitely easily buy Trimton. Conditions may help, metabolic disorders, I've explained that already. Cardiovascular diseases, heart complications, sleep apnea, pressure and everything. It is a very good product for them. Digestive issues, people who experience constipation because of psyllium husk in Trimton. If someone has poor digestion, people who are constipating, first find out, do they have ulcers? Ulcers also causes that. Then also mental health, depression, anxiety, stress. Recommended dosage, 1 to what? 1 to 3. Now this is the format. You take 1 in the morning before breakfast with warm water, 1 before dinner, and also 1 before what? Before lunch. Equally, someone can do 2, 30 minutes before a heavy meal, and 1, 30 minutes before a light meal. Wanje? Pardon? The slide. You want the slide? You've been outside there. Optimal timing, 1 cup 30 minutes before breakfast. Why do we do before the meal? It ensures that the ingredients of the product are fully absorbed by the body just before the meal is taken. But for example, if the product, sometimes these things, they're not just because out of science. For example, if the product's mechanism, it is to lower appetite. Now, if you take it after food, which appetite are they going to lower? I think it's just, you understand? The product lowers appetite. The product does what? Boosts the metabolism. So if you take it after food, I think it won't make sense. Make sure it is taken 30 minutes before. Why 30 minutes before? It is because this ensures the ingredients are fully absorbed by the body just before the meal is taken. After food. Why am I taking this before food? You understand? Then also some of them ask, what if I take and I don't eat? That was a question to client normally ask. Madam Farida, you know my work schedule, I can eat, I can take, then I fail to get food. You understand? Some of them can be okay without even eating anything. Then some of them, really, they get discomfort. You understand? So tell them, even if you can just grab a banana, anything, it can solve the issue. Because some of them, madam, I do not have, how can I may not access food, so can I take the product and I don't take food? It is still okay, as long as the system can what? Can stomach that, like it can be okay with that. Thank you so much. I think all the questions are answered, questions are